Wow, the first thing I noticed is this skeleton with a flamingo on his head riding a cow horse unicorn. Amazing.
I gave the dummy Puro a tentative prod, but it didn't move.
Thank God for that.
As I was about to touch the dummy, I realized it had the same color eyes as Nico. The strange thing was, I hadn't realized I'd noticed the color of Nico's eyes.
That's quite creepy, dude. Got like toys on the floor. I like the these set pieces for this game. They're so random. There's always like something funny in the background. You know, it's not just a boring picture. It's always something interesting to look at.
It was an antique phonograph, the kind you have to wind by hand.
Wait, it sounds horrible. I don't know if the audio is just that bad or it's made like that.
Excuse me?
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome. Leave the
thank God it turned
world
off.
behind. But in these four walls, fantasy is king.
I don't want a costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible. You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie?
I don't have a sister, and I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some information.
Of course. How can I help you?
I mean, as a guy with an older sister, pretty sure I've weared my sister's bra before. I mean, we've all been there. You know, get a bit drunk. You know, wander into your sister's room when she's out, try on her clothes, find them quite enjoyable. You know? I hope that's not just me.
Does this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
Let me smell that.
That's creepy. That's very creepy.
Bestheimer's number 7 white pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur. La crème de la crème of 𝘱𝘗𝘮𝘓𝘗.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
Oh.
Do you recognize this man?
Oui, monsieur. That is the man to whom I sold the grease paint. I remember the scar on his face. He chose 2 costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A pixie?
Very smart. Green silk with a taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Khan.
Khan! It's weird though. Why would it be Seamus the Pixie? Wouldn't it be Seamus the Leprechaun? Obviously, because, you know. Oh, I didn't realize it said the Pixie.
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
Just wash it under the top, mate. It's fine.
Have you heard of a man named Plantile?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
Well,
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur. Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh?
don't do it, dude.
Well, okay.
Oh, George.
What are you trying to do, kill me?
You did not find it amusing?
I never saw the funny side of electroshock therapy.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
Do I need a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
That would be such a very, very unfortunate accident. You know, Touchy Johnson with with one of these. Holy shit! So this electric buzzer comes into play quite late in the game. Actually, it saves your life. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, we've done it here. Unfortunately, this is it. All this just for finding out that the guy's name's Khan. So we can go back to 𝘱𝘏𝘬𝘪𝘳. Basically, you need to phone up Todrick Kaigan. It's weird that this game doesn't have the old double click skip. Yeah, smash the door. I'm very impatient. The older you get, the more impatient you get.
Salut, George. What news?
I've been to the costume shop.
The guy's name's Khan.
Yeah, I like it. What are you supposed to be?
I didn't hire a costume. These are my clothes and you know it.
Did you ask about the clown?
Yeah. He used the name Khan. He hired 2 costumes, the clown and a pixie.
Then we're one jump ahead of him.
How do you make that out?
He probably plans to use the pixie suit next time he kills.
Oh, God, don't let it be me. I don't deserve to die at the hands of a pixie.
I don't think nobody
Don't be
does.
silly, George. That won't happen.
Oh, no?
No, because every time you see a pixie, you're going to run like hell.
Or smash its fucking skull in. I don't know why this guy likes to kill people wearing weird suits. It's very odd.
What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, George.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking? Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clown's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
When?
The second week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
You know, I just realised that I think in the director's cut it adds some more information about these people that Khan's killing. I remember like you go underground in this weird like it reminds me of like an old bloody Nazi secret bunker. Some kind of like weird secret organization. I can't remember off the top of my head. I might be thinking of another game. Everything sort of, as I said, everything merges into one with me.
May I use your telephone?
Sure, go ahead.
Thanks.
I have what you may call poo brain. So yeah, let's talk to this
Hello?
dude again.
Who is this?
Yes, before the spectrum. It's
what
George.
now?
It's George Dobart. Khan.
I found out the name of the guy I'm looking for. Is that so? Yeah, it's Khan. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel. The Hotel 𝘱𝘐. I don't remember the room number. It was upstairs. The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor. Thanks, Todrick.
Oh,
that's all I wanted to
weird.
know. Now
Skip.
I've got you, Mr. Clown.
Oh, the Uber Hotel.
Now we're getting somewhere. Do you know the Hotel 𝘱𝘐?
The Ubu? Yes, I do.
That's where the clown stayed.
Good work, George.
And all it did is
See you later.
Where are you going now?
didn't take me that long,
I
did
could
it?
go hang out at the Hotel 𝘱𝘱.
Watch out for Khan, George.
Don't worry, I will.
I mean, Khan basically knows what I look like. It's not worrying. So I think the Hotel 𝘱𝘱 is the first place George can actually die. As I said, in the director's cut, they removed George's ability to die. I don't think they removed it fully. But there's at least 4 that I can think of where he can die, but the game like doesn't let you. It's very odd. So these 2 suspicious chaps are the guys that will kill you. Funny enough. I think one of them was called Guido. So when you leave, I think they want to search you. Yeah.
Just a minute, monsieur.
What's your problem?
No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check. Nothing to worry yourself
Guy's got
about.
such a rat face.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet.
Bloody hell, Flap. What's with you groping
hey,
there,
knock
mate?
it off. Get off, you big ape.
He went for a second grope.
Nothing, Guido.
Guido.
Zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
Bloody Flap. Calls a kid Flap. So yeah, that basically means that if you go out the hotel with something that you're not supposed to have, they will murder you. I will show you the murder because it's quite funny. But yeah, in the director's cut, when you get said item or, you know, and you leave, in the director's cut, George can't leave the hotel. He refuses to go outside. In this one, you can just walk outside and get killed. It's so funny. But yeah, here we are, the Hotel Ubu. This is a pretty good. This is a very good set piece. I enjoy all the weird looking art. The woman on the piano. This dude here. We can speak to this guy actually. Yeah.
Excuse me, didn't I see your picture in the news? You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Yes, that is me in person.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man.
What?
Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective.
How does know Khan?
This is a photo of Khan, right?
That is just one of the names by which he is known.
That's not suspicious. Can I show him his tissue?
Does this goo-smeared tissue mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, shake his hand?
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
Now that's a real bad attitude problem you've got there.
Yeah, what a shithead.
Have you seen a clown?
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England. Marks and Spencer. They are a pleasure and a comfort to wear with much support.
I'm real glad to hear that. You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartoons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
Do you know a guy called Plantow?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men?
So insensitive.
I've seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
I'm, sure you have.
Hey, you could always have more death, mate.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
So, we speak to this lady. It's the funniest character in this whole area. The best.
Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought, but never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood. The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
She's so... I don't know why she likes to tease him for. It's so weird. It's probably this lady's most likely is their older as grandma. But he'd still better. She's got such a good voice.
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get away after Algy's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
I'm sorry to hear about your husband's death.
You wouldn't be if you knew him, my dear.
Wow.
It gave me the opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said. A wild romance is just what you need to take your mind off the inquest. Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday short, packing my bags and heading back to Hemel-Hempstead. That was until last night.
Those innuendos are brilliant.
What happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Sterbat. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
They couldn't really miss.
It was just as I'd always imagined it should be. The intimacy of candlelight, romantic music tinkling across the room, and then a stranger's glance. Those brooding eyes, that suave manner, those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah, but it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affections. And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
Wow.
Who was the guy who led you on?
His name is Merlin.
Merlin? Show this
Do you
picture.
recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him! That's Merlin!
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged. Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no! Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest. He's the man I've been telling you about. That's the man who spurned me.
Oh, what a bastard.
Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets. That doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
Tee-hee. So sexy.
That gangster I told you about? He went through my pockets just now.
Good heavens! One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young man. I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
I mean, I don't think that would stop him. But coolio.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Stobart. Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman, a man of honor. Do you know, I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
That's all we needed to hear.
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Plantar's briefcase. Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would. I have to go, ma'am.
I do play this game quite out of sorts. You're supposed to really talk to this clerk before you speak to Lady Piermont. Look at this snooty asshole. Look at him.
I want some information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
See, this would be a good idea, a good time to say, if I had Rosso's business card, because I could have just set him a cop. But I give it away. Let's shake his hand.
Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather not, monsieur.
Oh.
I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests.
God damn it, someone beat me
He
to
was
it.
secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand. Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, sure. What do you make of this tissue?
Do you wish me to dispose of it for you, monsieur?
Hey, no! It could be useful. I'm holding on to this.
As you wish, monsieur. Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
Nah, it's fine the way it is.
It's like every adventure game is, if it's not nailed down, you pick it up. I ain't gonna chuck it away. Like I said, I may need it.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
Do you recognize this red nose?
No, monsieur.
I've just been manhandled by a gorilla.
Yes? I do not see any signs of a gorilla.
No, not a real gorilla. It was a guy who looked like a gorilla. It happened right out front of this building.
Let me get this quite clear. Are you complaining or bragging?
I want to know what you're going to do about it. The scrawny one has a gun.
I suggest you contact the police.
Can't you do anything about them?
What goes on in the streets of Paris is hardly my responsibility.
How about that?
Aren't you concerned that your guests are being intimidated by gangsters?
No one else has complained, monsieur. Did they steal anything from you?
Well, no. They didn't find what they were looking for.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't think they did either. I'm looking for a man who dresses like a clown.
This is a highly respectable hotel, monsieur. There are no clowns here.
If you say so.
Oh, from the one I'm talking to, hey.
Do you know a man named Plantar?
No, monsieur.
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur.
How would that help?
You must have some form of
Fuck's sake,
unique
George.
ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats. Thanks for your help, buddy.
So what we need is this key, as you can see.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
What?
You were trying to steal that key, no?
No way.
No way. I was borrowing it, actually, mate. So we need to go back to Piermont, if George would let me move. There you go. Let's talk to lady.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Key.
Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
Oh.
I guess I am.
Good heavens, I must be dreaming.
I don't think so, ma'am.
Now tell me, why do you want to get into that room?
I'm hoping it's the key to Merlin's room.
Well, how can I refuse? I shouldn't think my feminine charms would be much use in this case, but a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
The best kind of arrogance. I feel like a bit of English arrogance.
I say! You there? Flunky!
Oui, madame.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Good. I wish to deposit some jewellery for safekeeping.
I understand.
Are you quite certain?
Oh, bien sûr, madame.
What? Where did that come from?
Over to you, my dear.
Right? Where did that box come from? Thanks later, Piermont. And steal. And run away. How you do it. So he said second door on the right, didn't he? To this one. Let's go in. Did it say a 3?
It was a key ring bearing one large brass key and a tag which read Hotel Ubu.
So I don't think I can use it on this one.
Maybe it wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
Yeah. So Khan's room is next to us. I don't think.
There was nothing in the wardrobe apart from a vague, lingering smell of camphor.
Yeah. Hate the smell of camphor. Want to be psych. So I'm pretty sure we need to go outside. Old classic way of getting in somebody's apartment or a hotel is through the window. Like a bloody maverick. So this is the alley. It's convenient that he left his window open. Yeah, this is the alley that the that 𝘨𝘦𝘴𝘱𝘦𝘪𝘳 and 𝘨𝘨 are next to. Just to the left of them. Okay, I think I need to save here because I don't know. I don't know if I need to hide or something in this part of the game. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna save and then just in case. Right.
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed.
Well, we can already see the briefcases next to the bed here. Let's have a look on the bed itself.
The bed was freshly made, and the crisp white sheets told me nothing about the killer's habits.
Let's check the wardrobe. Hopefully there's no one in it. I think you have to hide in the wardrobe. Pretty sure you do. I might just be thinking of something else.
I searched the interior of the briefcase, but as I'd half expected, it was empty.
Oh, okay, I know what to do. So I'm gonna leave that open for a sec. Here comes Khan!
I had the kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually send me running to the bathroom.
Oh, he already automatically gets in there. Okay. Bloody heck, look at those guys. Look at guys' trousers. Like, they're super shiny. And they look super shiny, but they're like, the texture tone makes it look weird. Changing his pants. George left that wardrobe way too soon. Should have given it a few more seconds. If he left his pants behind. Drink.
I couldn't believe my luck when I found 2 items in the pockets of the pants. The first was an ordinary matchbook. No matches, no clues. The second was a pass card which read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Merlin. Thomas Merlin.
There was nothing else in the pockets of the killer's pants.
We can leave now, I think. Hopefully he's not like just waiting outside the door. Whew. Safe. That's all we needed. We have everything we need now to get into the safe. But as you're probably gonna guess, this guy, where is he?
There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin.
Merlin. There he is. Let's have a look at this then.
The matchbook bore a pattern of swirling color and the words Club Alamut. It was the card I'd found in the hotel bedroom. It read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Okay. Let's give said card to this dude.
What now, monsieur?
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
That's right. Merlin the murderer. I want to see what he's left in your safe.
Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what you say he's done.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe. I can live with that.
Okay. So we need Piermont's English arrogance.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
I got the key.
I got the key. Thanks for your help, ma'am. I found this pass in Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh. This guy probably has a million faces. I showed the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers. But he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of.
Oh yeah.
Follow me, George.
That's such a good voice actress. Comes off as such an arrogant English woman. I love it. Good old English arrogance.
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law. If he tries anything, shoot him, George.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
Amazing. If he tries anything, just shoot him.
No, I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Thanks.
Thanks.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
So, if we go out the door with said manuscript, we will be killed. So in the director's cut, George won't leave the hotel. The game just refuses to. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do a save, and you'll see my saves because there you go. So this is what happens. So yeah, this is what happens if you leave the hotel with the manuscript in your pocket. Who would go out the door with the manuscript, knowing that these guys will search you?
Hold it right there. Search him again, Flap.
Oh, this can't be good. Hey.
Is this what you're after, Guido?
See, that's it.
I can explain everything. Well, almost everything.
Too late. You're on your way to feed the fishes.
I'm allergic to fish. I break out in blotches when I eat tuna.
Let's go.
Brilliant. I don't know why they removed that in the director's cut. It's such a funny death. Wrapped him in a bag and then threw him into the water. Give him cement shoes. Ah. Yeah, I don't know why they decided to like censor a lot of the murder scenes in this game or the death scenes. It's so funny.
The door was locked.
Just use the key. Oh, you're funny. So the way to get out for Guido and stuff is you have to go back out the window and you have to drop it into the alley. If I'm remembering. Thankfully, it's not like a priceless statue or something made out of like really like pottery. So if we do this and
I knew this was no way to treat an ancient manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
And we can leave now. Yeah, this that specific bit would have I remember completely being baffled about what to do when I first played this game. You know, it's odd because I played Broken Sword 2 before I played number 1. It's very odd. We can leave now. It's 𝘱𝘦𝘴𝘱𝘦𝘪𝘳 done. I think Lady Piermont comes up as like one of the better characters in this game.
Hold it right there. Search him again.
I'm just gonna skip this because we don't need to listen to him talk.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
Let him go. It's supposed to be Italian or sounds a shit Italian accent right there. Is George going to automatically go back?
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed.
Damn right they are.
I couldn't wait to get back to Nico's apartment and check it out.
Success.
You're just not going to believe what I've found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
God forbid if it was.
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the U-Boo.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantark?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse.
Oh yeah, maybe they couldn't afford one each. Whatever.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of 2 knights sharing a horse.
That's a weird image, isn't it?
Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades. This guy, named 𝘱𝘒𝘣𝘏, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master 𝘱𝘒𝘣𝘮𝘮𝘪 was burned alive. But the treasure of the Knights Templar was never found.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping. Think about it, Josh. One guy's already died for it, as you said yourself. Besides, that parchment is fragile.
Okay, I'm convinced. You keep hold of it.